However, instead of Ladyy to get better, she got worse and weaker by the day. This is because Bosse kept adding small portions of the poison to the herbal medicine before giving it to Ladyy. She thought one day and decided that she was going to completely eliminate Ladyy and kill her and her husband, so she could keep their child away from them and have the child all to herself. According to what she had planned, she was going to change the poison to one that would kill Ladyy completely. Then, she would meet Baba to give her a charm that would make Ladyy's husband go mad. Once upon a time, there were two friends whose names were Bosse and Ladyy. Bosse and Ladyy's friendship was the envy of everyone who knows them, especially those who had known them for a very long time. It was evident and for all to see that the love and bond that they shared was genuine and unconditional. One mistake a person would do is to attempt or actually say bad and negative things about one of the friends to the other, as both of them would not tolerate such, even if it was just an innocent observation. Sorry, Bosse. I see that your friend Ladyy loves making just the shuku hairstyle. And as a hairstylist, I think that if she changes her hairstyle from time to time, instead of doing only shuku year in year out, it will make her more attractive and we add more spice to her look. I have told her this, but she would not listen. So I said I should talk to you so you can talk to her, seeing how much a good friend the both of you are. Iyalara, the renowned hairstylist in the village, said to Bosse one evening. Well, Bosse rather got angry at Iyalara for speaking against the hairstyle her friend Ladyy makes. How is that your business? If she chooses to do shuku hairstyle all her life, doesn't she pay you to make the shuku for her? Or is she doing it for free? Why are you bothered about the way she looks with making only shuku? Bosse snapped back at Iyalara. Iyalara apologized, saying that she only meant well and was only trying to suggest a variety of other beautiful hairstyles to her customers as it was her job. Bosse told Iyalara to keep her suggestion to herself and told her that she and Ladyy would stop coming to her to make their hair again because of that. And so it was. From that day, Bosse convinced Ladyy, who of course always listened to her, and they stopped patronizing Iyalara for daring to speak negatively about something that concerns her friend Ladyy. One evening, Ladyy was heading to her house. Bosse had been with her all day and had returned home. Ladyy had seen Bosse off and was heading back home when one woman stopped her and asked to have a word with her. My daughter, it's concerning your friend Bosse. I have been seeing her with Kofo, the village champion, lately. My guess is that he's trying to woo her and she's beginning to fall for him because of his sweet tongue. Kofo is not a good person. He does so much bad things in this village and goes scot-free because he erases all evidence against him. I like Bosse and I consider her a daughter. I have tried speaking to her about it, but she always denies it and attempts to avoid me. So, as a good friend, I want you to talk to her too, the woman told Ladyy. Please ma, mind your business. She says that she's not falling for him. So why force her to accept what she is not doing? Ladyy responded. And so it was with Bosse and Ladyy. They defend each other in the presence of others and would not condone any statement against the other, even if the complainant or adviser's motive was good. Later, Bosse got married. Ladyy was very happy for her friend. And Bosse's marriage did not stop their friendship. Neither did it create any gap between them. Their friendship even blossomed more. Bosse's husband was from the next village, which was not far at all from Bosse and Lady's own village. As a matter of fact, the two villages actually share a particular big market. So the people from both villages meet and interact often. So it was no difficulty for Ladyy to always go visit her friend. For her husband's people who may not understand the depth of their friendship, Bose introduced Ladyy as more than a friend and the sister she never had. 2 years after Bose got married, Ladyy also got married. Ladyy got married to a man from their own village. Still, Bose and Ladyy's friendship remained strong and unbroken. The little distance and their married status did not deter them from visiting each other from time to time. Soon after Ladyy got married, she became pregnant. Bose was very happy for her friend. However, a part of her was sad as she had not conceived in her 2 years of marriage. Gods of my ancestors, remember me just like you remembered my friend. I want to have children too, Bose would say all the time whenever she was alone amidst tears. Bose's husband was understanding. He kept comforting his wife and telling her that they would have their own children soon, since they have been to different herbal doctors and midwives and have been told that nothing was wrong with them. Soon, Ladyy put to bed and was delivered of a beautiful baby girl. Bose rejoiced with her friend. In the first 3 weeks that Ladyy delivered her baby, Bose moved to her village and to Ladyy's house to take care of her friend and her baby, since Ladyy's mother was sick at the time. Bose cooked, cleaned, bathed and fed Ladyy and her baby. At the end of the 3 weeks, when Ladyy's mother came to take over and Bose had to return back to her husband's village and home, Ladyy and her baby looked very fat and healthy. Everybody thanked Bose on Ladyy's behalf and commended her efforts and love towards her friend, as they all said that a friend like her was priceless and rare to find. They also prayed that the gods would bless Bose with her own children soon. One day, Ladyy's mother fell sick again and died days later. This was 7 months after Ladyy had her baby. Ladyy's mother was buried. However, Ladyy also fell ill as a result of the much cries she has cried from losing her mother and also the stress of her mother's burial. Once again, Bose came to be with her friend and supported her. As Ladyy was ill, Bose took care of Ladyy's daughter while tending to Ladyy. One evening, Bose asked Ladyy and her husband if she could take their daughter along with her for a day to her home and husband's village, as she would want to check on her husband and their vegetable garden behind their house because she had been away for many days. No problem, my friend. My daughter is your daughter. Besides, you are helping me seeing that I am sick, Ladyy said. Ladyy's husband also gave his consent because it was just for a day and Bose was more like family to them. So, Bose went with Ladyy's child and returned the next day as she promised. The next week, Bose took Ladyy's daughter to her home once again with the permission of Ladyy and her husband and returned with her the next day. Ladyy became well 2 days later. Bose loved the 2 times she had taken Ladyy's daughter with her to her home. It made her feel so good, especially since the child also loved her and would cuddle up in Bose's arm. And so, Bose begged that she be given the honor of taking the child to spend time with her once in a while. Ladyy loves her friend and understood how much Bose yearned for children. So, she allowed Bose to come take her child to be with her occasionally, just as she requested. Sometimes, Ladyy even went there with her child herself. Now, it was becoming too frequent the way Bose would take Ladyy's child to go spend time with her, and so Ladyy's husband had to stop it. What Ladyy's husband did hurt Bose so much. She cried for days and lamented to her husband that it was because she does not have children of her own. That was why Ladyy and her husband had indirectly insulted her. Bose believed that Lady's husband would not have made and taken that decision on his own alone, and that Ladyy was involved, and so she felt betrayed. Then, in a moment of anger and bitterness, an evil thought crept into her head, and Bose, full of anger and thinking that her friend had betrayed their friendship, allowed the seed the devil had sown in her heart to germinate. With an evil plan, Bose paid her friend a visit. She offered her a special ogede ikire she had made. Ogede ikire is a snack eaten by some parts of the Yoruba people in Nigeria. It is made from ripe plantain and seasoned with pepper, and usually in small chunks. Bose gave Ladyy some wrapped in a leaf, and a different one to Lady's daughter wrapped in another leaf. According to her, the one for Lady's daughter was made with less pepper since she was a child. But the actual truth was that Bose had laced the snack she gave to Ladyy with poison. Ladyy, excited and unsuspecting, happily ate every bit of the snack. Now, the poison Bose had put was not one to kill Ladyy, but to make her sick. And so, that was how Ladyy became sick. And Bose, who was still pretending that everything was okay between them, moved on to take care of her sick friend and help her look after her child. Lady's husband had taken his wife to a herbal doctor for treatment, and the herbal doctor prepared a liquid herbal concoction that would make her get better. However, instead of Ladyy to get better, she got worse and weaker by the day. This is because Bose kept adding small portions of the poison to the herbal medicine before giving it to Ladyy. Seeing that his wife was not getting any better, Lady's husband tried 2 other herbal doctors, and it was still the same because Bose kept lacing the medicines with poison. Now, in all this while, Bose now had access to take Lady's daughter with her to her home and back whenever she pleases, since Ladyy was now very weak and could barely speak and open her eyes. Lady's husband was also too engrossed in finding solution to his wife's health, and so was rather grateful that Bose was there to help. Lady's in-law, who had come to help their brother and his wife, also decided that it was okay that Bose look after the child, since the child was used to her already. Well, Bose, whose heart was now dark, decided to take her plan to the next level. She thought one day and decided that she was going to completely eliminate Ladyy and kill her and her husband, so she could keep their child away from them and have the child all to herself. According to what she had planned, she was going to change the poison to one that would kill Ladyy completely. Then, she would meet Baba to give her a charm that would make Lady's husband go mad. Baba was the juju doctor Bose had been seeing since she started her evil deeds. So, she said that she would make Lady's husband mad immediately after his wife's death, so that people would think that it was the grief of losing his wife that had caused him to go insane. Then, for her plan to completely be a success, she would also get a charm from Baba, one which she would use to hypnotize her husband into doing as she says, and would convince him to move to another faraway village after stealing Lady's child. She planned that she would steal the child when everyone would be mourning Lady's death and would not notice her. And so, with these thoughts and her carefully laid out plans, along with the charms she had gotten from Baba, Bose returned to Lady's house in the disguise of continuing her supposed care for her friend. On that same day, Lady's sister-in-law, seeing that Ladyy was rather getting worse by the day despite the numerous herbal medicines she had been taking, decided to come with another native doctor known to also see beyond the ordinary. So, as Bose entered the house to carry out her last and evil plan, she met the native doctor, who was already there and had just arrived few minutes before she did. The native doctor was doing some divinations and incantations as Bosse walked in. Immediately Bosse saw the native doctor. Her countenance changed, but she remained there in order not to attract suspicions to herself, while she believed in her heart that her own juju doctor's power would protect her. After making his divination for some few minutes, he asked that they bring the medicine Ladyy has been taking. Bosse rushed to get it, trying to show that she loved her friend, but Ladyy's husband asked her not to stress herself and got the medicine himself. Immediately the native doctor held it and smelled it. He knew it was poison, and so he told everyone present in the room so. Everyone stayed in shock, and immediately the native doctor also revealed that it was someone who is closest to Ladyy that had poisoned her and now wants her dead that day. Everyone cast a glare at Bosse because obviously she was the one closest to Ladyy in the room, even closer to her than her husband. But immediately they all started laughing, as they would never believe nor accept that Bosse would do anything evil to hurt her friend Ladyy. While they were still in their thoughts and trying to guess who else is closest to Ladyy that would want to hurt her, the native doctor pointed his staff at Bosse. And in that instant, Bosse became mad and confessed all she had done. At that instant, Ladyy was completely healed also. However, nothing prepared her for the heartbreak she got when she learned about what Bosse had done and was trying to do to her. Bosse ran mad into the village and continued confessing her evil deed until one day that she left the village and the villagers never saw nor heard of her again. The lesson to be learned from this story is that we should always guard our heart from evil thoughts and hearsay, as the devil is also out to sow seeds of hatred and discord. The devil's mission is to steal, kill, and destroy. And one of the many ways it does this is to plant seeds of bitterness in people's hearts. If there's something you heard, see, or think that was done to you and you do not like, go to that person, hear the person's side of the story, and resolve every differences and misunderstanding. By so doing, we will make our hearts infertile for every seed of bitterness and hatred. The end.
I hope you enjoyed the story and have learned a thing or two from it. I would love to know. Please leave a comment. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video. Bye.